Hi everyone, it's Wendy Battles Plus of Healthy Endeavors on the Don't Worry Get Healthy system. Coming to you with this week's video tip, and this week is all about adding some pizzazz to our food, adding flavor without all that fat. And I want to talk today about one of my favorite topics, simple ways to add more flavor, which is about zesting, adding more zest to our cooking and of course to our life. So one of the most basic tools we need to zest is a zester. It's a simple tool you can buy in any kitchen store like Bed Bath & Beyond, and it simply allows us to take a citrus fruit, and all we're doing is really taking the peel of that fruit, an orange, a lemon, a lime, but it has an intense flavor that really brings food to life. And simply all you do is you take that zester and you zest a little bit into your favorite dish. So there's lots of different ways we can use zest. I want to talk about and show you 3 simple ways. The first thing is we can make a delicious marinade for fish, even for chicken. We eat a lot of fish in our family a couple times a week. I like making this marinade because I can make it in less than 5 minutes. And you know what? None of the salt or sugar you get in store-bought marinades. And you know what else? It's a whole lot cheaper. So here's what I do. I've got a couple of ingredients that I like to include. A little olive oil, about a tablespoonful. I then put in either some tamari, which is wheat-free soy sauce, or I put in Bragg's amino acids, which is another seasoning. I add here a little garlic. I often will add in a couple of scallions that I chop up very finely, and then of course I'll add in some of the orange zest. I marinate it for about 30 minutes and then bake or broil it. Simply delicious. So that's number 1 way to use zest. Here's number 2 that I think is really interesting. We can make a beautiful hot cereal, add some zest in, and make the flavor even more inviting. Here's what I do. I take a cereal like this. This is Bob's Red Mill. They make a whole series of different grains that you can easily cook. I particularly like this, the Mighty Tasty Hot Cereal, because it is gluten-free. So what I do is I take the grain, I put it in the water, or I first bring the water to the boil, but then I take some of the zest, and I actually put about a teaspoon of the zest into the water. I usually will cut up the orange and actually squeeze the juice out and add that as well. I cook it according to the directions. When I'm done, I add in some walnuts and raisins, maybe some almond milk. A delicious hot cereal full of flavor, and as you can imagine, fat-free. Here is our 3rd tip, a simple way to add flavor to one of my favorite foods, which is greens. So this is raw organic spinach. You know, it's delicious raw, it's delicious in a smoothie. But if we're cooking it, what I like to do is add some zest to it. In this case, I usually add lemon zest. So I took a little garlic, the olive oil, and a teaspoon of that lemon zest. I sauteed it, then I sauteed the spinach, which, as you know, cooks down very quickly. And at the end, you might see the little result here. It's a small little leftover cup of what our dinner was included. Is this beautiful spinach with this fresh lemon zest. So flavorful. So 3 simple ways that you can add more zest into your cooking and into your life. So here's the question for you this week. What is it that you will do in the next week to integrate some zest into your cooking? I want you to go to my blog and leave some comments, share ideas you have, things you've done, or recipes that you love, so we can all get a little more inspired. Until next week, it's Wendy Battles Plus of Healthy Endeavors, wishing you a week of optimal health and abundant energy. And remember, don't worry, get healthy.